Hi guys, very good morning. Today we will discuss about AWS Docker, which includes what is Docker engine, what is container, why Docker is better than hypervisor, what are the limitations of hypervisor, and why organizations are preferring Docker over hypervisor. And apart from this, in last session we had discussed about artificial intelligence as per the request of one subscriber. I hope you liked that video always most. So, with regards to today's session, guys, yes, Docker. Docker is a very important backbone of AWS Cloud because Docker tells you about how to fully utilize the resources. This is very beneficial for organization point of view. And after completion of this Docker, I will bring up the next level Docker interviewer questions in next video, and after that we will discuss about the Kubernetes. So this is the series. So let's start the session without time wasting. So first question is, what is the difference between Docker, Docker engine, and container? So Docker is a company name having multiple products like Docker engine, etc. Docker Engine is a software tool which creates virtual machines, and container is a package of software which contains all essential elements to run in any environment like virtual machine. So this is the difference between Docker Engine, Docker and container. Coming to next slide, next question. Yes, this is actually for check the intelligence level questions. You are leading a development operations team in which all candidates have to use the uh, both Windows and Linux server and Ubuntu as well at the same time. But you have no budget to purchase more computers. How will you manage the situation? So you can run the multiple environments like Linux, Ubuntu, and Windows, etc. in a single machines by installing the ESXi hypervisor or workstations. But the performance is actually depend on the configuration available in your computer, and hypervisor only virtualize and divide the configurations according to your need. So by installing the ESXi hypervisor and workstations, we can virtualize and we can from which we can install the multiple environments in a single machine. Why Docker is popular in cloud and why organizations are preferring Docker against hypervisor. So Docker is the advanced version of hypervisor, right? There are certain limitations of hypervisor and these gaps fulfilled by Docker, and due to this Docker is so popular. Uh, Now the question is arises, why organizations are preferring Docker against hypervisor. Let's discuss in the next slide. Yes, because there are certain limitations of a hypervisor, in which number A is flexibility of resources utilization. Example, we have RAM of 16 GB, okay, and we have to deploy the applications who can use RAM of 1 GB and 5 GB. So accordingly, we have allocated the RAM space to the hypervisor. Now the left RAM we have is 16 minus 5, and 5 plus 1 is equal to 10 GB. But suddenly there is a requirement came to deploy the application who needs 12 GB of RAM, but left RAM we have is a 10 GB. So there is a problem, because whatever we have requirement of RAM, the RAM is not available at that time, right? So this is a major problem in a hypervisor. Next is OS and operating system licensing. So we have to install the licensed OS as per the number of hypervisor we have. Example, for hypervisor, we have need to keep 4 licensed operating systems to run, which increases the complexity of resources. Cost. Licensing of each operating systems along with the renewal conditions increases the cost. Now, what are the reasons of replacing the hypervisor from a Docker? So there are three main reasons. So number one is complete resources utilization, right? In Docker, Docker allows us to use the complete resources utilization, right? Because Docker is the advanced version of hypervisor, right? So in this, no need to allocate the RAM and space dedicatedly to applications. For example, 16 GB is the total space we have, uh, two applications deploy over the Docker when application is in use, right? We use the RAM. Otherwise, they will release the RAM back. So by this method, we can use n numbers of applications when we have less RAM, right? So the fundamental is in Docker that when application is in use, right, they will use the RAM, and you have options of shut down the container, right? Once you shut down the container, right, the Docker will release the RAM, and that particular RAM you can use in other usage. So this is the main benefit. Next is the OS level. Docker don't have their own OS. They directly use the computer's OS to manage the things. Means only one license is required to manage the n numbers of applications deployed over there. So this reduces the cost of licensing as well. And so these are the two main reasons by which Docker is replacing the hypervisor. So guys, this is the session today's about. We had discussed how I hope these sessions are really beneficial for you, right? In next session, we will discuss about more Docker related questions which are very important from interviews perspective. Kindly subscribe, hit the bell icon, and don't forget to share. Thank you so much. Have a good day.